What's up? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Holly and we have fun here. Today's video is going to be about the earth, more specifically about what you can do to help the earth out a little bit more. This is actually something I've been really passionate about since I was little, and since I am supposed to be moving out of my parents' house soon, I figured I would ask you guys some ways to make my life more eco-friendly or environmentally friendly. A lot of it involves buying stuff that I don't have yet that I should have, and so I'm gonna go get that stuff later in this video. But first, I just wanted to share some of the ways that I already have taken steps to be more eco-friendly. You guys can take these ideas and use them if you want to. I highly recommend it. The first thing I've been doing for a very, very long time, and something that's been implemented in I think all 50 states, is recycling. Everybody knows about recycling. You're supposed to recycle paper, plastic bottles, cans, cardboard. The list literally is endless. But the main thing I want to emphasize about recycling is that sometimes these recycling collectors or companies, they actually will throw out stuff that is quote unquote contaminated. Contamination just means that, okay, you had a pasta sauce glass jar that you recycled and you didn't wash out the rest of the pasta sauce in it. That's considered contamination. So it's very, very, very important that you actually clean out all of those recyclable containers before you put them in the recycling, because it defeats the purpose of recycling if they can't take it because it's contaminated. Reusable water bottles. I know at some point in your life you have probably played a sport or two and they've given you a free water bottle, or you've done basketball camp and one of the prizes at the end is that you get a free water bottle. I don't know about you, but there is literally 30 reusable plastic bottles in my cabinets in my parents' house. So it's really easy to just use them as water bottles and refilling them. It's less expensive if you just reuse the same plastic water bottle than buying like a case of water every week. Another thing that I didn't plan on doing, it just kind of ended up happening, was I bought EcoTools makeup brushes. So basically buying the EcoTools makeup brushes, you are buying cruelty-free makeup brushes. That means that these brushes were not tested on animals, so that's good. These brushes were made out of recyclable materials, so the products are made from recycled aluminum and plastic. The packaging is made of 100% tree-free paper. They basically make their packaging from cotton and bamboo. And the handles on the makeup brushes are actually made of renewable bamboo. I think that also means it's biodegradable. They're biodegradable brushes, at least the handles are. That's something I did without even really planning it. I just saw them in Ulta one day. If you would like to get some EcoTools brushes, they are in Ulta. They have face brushes as well as just eye brushes, and I have been using them for years and I think they're amazing. This is probably also something that you haven't thought of before, but wearing clothes multiple times before putting them in the wash. If you go to the gym in clothes and you sweat in them, do not rewear them. That's kind of just not hygienic. Jeans, for example, is the easiest thing to rewear. I don't remember where I read it, but I think I read somewhere that it's okay to wear your jeans up to like 3 or 4 times before you end up washing them. Now obviously that depends on what activities you're getting into while you are in your jeans. Like if you have a job that maybe requires getting messy, or you go out to eat or to drink with some friends and you spill something on them, obviously that's when you should wash them. But if you are doing something that's not messy, it's actually normal to wear your jeans up to like 3 or 4 times before you put them in the wash. Ladies, as far as bras go, I don't know about you personally, but me, I wear my bras I think like 3 or 4 times before putting them in the wash. It just saves on laundry, but just some stuff to keep in mind when you're doing that. Obviously, do not wear your underwear more than once. That's gross. Moving on to coffee lovers. Did you know how bad your Keurig is for the environment? Those K-cups are not reusable, and every time you need a cup of coffee, you're throwing one of them away. Even the person who came up with the concept of a Keurig regrets his decision in making K-cups because he realizes how damaging it is to the environment. You are literally using one-time plastics and throwing them away. It sucks, but there's actually ways that you can prevent this from happening. So in college, I actually ended up buying reusable Keurig pods. So basically you would just buy coffee grounds and you would put them in the reusable Keurig pod. You literally just wash them out with some warm water to reuse them, and then once a week put them in the dishwasher because they can get kind of crusty and gross. Recently my mom got rid of our Keurig and now she has a Ninja. Insert clip of our Ninja. Okay, so this is our Ninja. And I'm going to show you guys how it works and how it is environmentally friendly in the way that it does not use coffee filters. So this is a reusable coffee filter. My mom had some coffee this morning. So all you do to get the coffee grounds out is just, there we go. Give it a little shake and you can rinse it out if you'd like. And I think she puts this in the dishwasher about once a week just to make sure it's nice and clean. And then, oh, waffles are done. It comes with this little measuring cup. And if you're brewing just 1 cup of coffee, you do 2 to 3 cups. If you're doing a travel mug, it's 3 to 5. And then it shows you if you want half a pot or a full pot, how many scoops of coffee grounds to do. I'm only gonna do a cup today. So I'm gonna put, oh no! Did we run out? When you have coffee grounds, I'm gonna go get some in the cabinet. You put coffee grounds in here, you shut it, and then what I would do, I like this fancy little thing right here. You pull this down and actually put your coffee cup on top. So it holds it and it's not splashing everywhere when it's brewing. So I'm just gonna show you. So you turn it on, and then you turn it to which setting you want. I'm doing an extra large cup of coffee, and then you hit classic and it'll start brewing. No waste, easy to clean, and good for the environment. And then when I move out, me personally, I want to get a French press. Same concept as the Ninja with the no waste. I don't know if you've seen a French press before. I'll put a picture of it here for you. But basically what happens is you heat up water to a boil like you would in like a tea kettle or something. So basically how to use it is you take the top off, you put the amount of coffee grounds you want in the glass container. It just depends on how strong you want your coffee. And then you go and put water in a tea kettle or like a electric tea kettle, and you get the water hot enough to the point where it's done. You know, tea kettles, they squeal. And then you pour the hot water into the French press with the coffee grounds in there, and you stir it up for a little, and then you let it sit for about 2 minutes, and then you actually put the top back on and you press the little lever down, and it's supposed to push all the coffee grounds to the bottom, and then you pour yourself a cup of coffee, and there you go, you have coffee. You just rinse out the glass container and repeat. You save money on the coffee filters, you prevent waste from using coffee filters, there's no K-cups involved, just ground coffee, and it doesn't plug in anywhere, so it doesn't use any electricity, and you can travel with it anywhere you go. Moving on, a couple of responses that I got referred to veganism or eating less meat. I'm not fully ready to give up meat yet, or even like eggs and cheese. I can't drink milk because I'm lactose intolerant, but like I'm not totally ready to give up those things yet, and that's okay. I'm not sitting here telling you to do that when I can't even do that myself, but something I've consciously been doing for the past like 1.5 to 2 years is consciously eating less meat. There's different ways you can do it. I personally try to eat red meat only like once a week, and if I know that I'm going somewhere where there are vegetarian and vegan options, especially if it's like known to be a burger place or some place that sells meat, I will try and order the vegetarian option. So like a lot of times I will eat black bean burgers, Impossible burgers, depending on the place. They're actually very good. If you have not tried them, I highly recommend it. Bean burgers are not bad either. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you go to Chipotle and you order a veggie bowl or a veggie burrito, whatever you know, whatever your heart desires, they don't charge you for guacamole. Okay, so I will actually do that instead of getting my normal order, which has chicken in it. If you just make the conscious decision to eat less meat and then multiply that by how many other people decide to do that, it's going to astronomically help the environment. If you need some motivation to not eat meat, I suggest watching What the Health on Netflix or finding any other pro-vegetarian, pro-veganism documentary, because it will scare you into not eating meat. Another thing that I do on a daily basis, which is also something something you might not think about is turning the water off when you're brushing your teeth. So many people leave the water running when you're brushing your teeth. You're not using it. There's one more thing I want to talk about. This is not sponsored. I just know these things about this company because I currently work for them. You guys have probably heard of the store Kohl's. I know there's one in every single state except Hawaii, so if you're from Hawaii and you don't know what a Kohl's is a department store, kind of like JCPenney or Macy's, and they're actually very economically friendly for a department store, and I don't know if any other department stores do this. I just know Kohl's does this because I work for them. So at checkout, the associate is supposed to ask you, would you like your hangers today? And 9 times out of 10, people already have enough hangers for all the clothes in their house. Kohl's recycles their hangers. They reuse them for all the merchandise that comes in the store. Another thing that people don't know about Kohl's is that they actually recycle all of the cardboard that they use and all of the plastic that they use. Not only that, they will take people's outside plastic bags and cardboard and they will recycle it for them. You know all those plastic grocery bags that you get from grocery shopping and you just have a huge bag full of plastic bags that you have no idea what to do with? Kohl's will take them and recycle them for you, and not a lot of people know that. All right, now that I've talked enough about what I already do to help the environment and about what Kohl's does to help the environment, it's time for me to go buy these things to make myself more environmentally friendly. Holly, what are you talking about? What are you going to go buy? Well, since I am going to be eventually moving out of my parents' house, I do not have my own personal reusable shopping bags to go grocery shopping in. So I'm gonna go get a couple of those today just to get myself started, because I don't want to end up like I did in college with a huge bag of plastic bag that ultimately I never ended up using again. So that's my first stop. My second stop is I'm going to go try and get a bamboo toothbrush. Nobody realizes that we are supposedly supposed to replace our toothbrushes like 4 times a year. Yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought it was every 6 months when you go to the dentist and you get a new toothbrush, but no, you're supposed to replace your toothbrush like every 3 months or something like that. Multiply that by how many people on this earth that are supposed to replace their toothbrushes, and you get a lot of non-biodegradable plastic going into landfills. So this is just a super easy way for you to buy something that is biodegradable, so when you throw it away, it's going to biodegrade into the earth, and it's not gonna hurt any animals. It's not gonna sit there for 10 years before it actually starts like breaking down into the ground. So buying a bamboo toothbrush is gonna be one of those small things that you can do to help the environment that's not gonna be a complete inconvenience to you. So we're gonna go look for one of those. Metal straws. Now some of y'all are probably like, oh my god, you're one of those people. Save the turtles. Plastic straws are bad. Yeah, plastic straws are bad, and I realize that they are a small percentage of all the plastic going into our oceans. However, I cannot stand to think about all the turtles that have plastic straws in their noses, or the pelicans that have plastic straws stuck in their throats and they can't swallow fish whole anymore. And paper straws are kind of gross. They don't last long, and you still have to throw them away. Glass straws kind of scare me. I'm afraid that they're so thin that they're just going to somehow break if I drop my purse or whatever it is that I'm carrying it in, and then I'm gonna cut my tongue or swallow glass, you know, because you're sucking fluid through it. So I figured metal straws was my best bet. Just a fun fact, while I was out in California, I'm pretty sure when we went to the movie theater one time, my coworker, he bought a Slurpee and he had to go ask at the counter to get his own plastic straw because they didn't leave them out for the drink. I think reusable straws have become such a normal thing out in California that they just assume everybody has their own drinking straws, which I think is really interesting. So just imagine if every place was like that. They didn't offer plastic straws. You had to bring your own. The last thing I think I'm gonna get today is I'm gonna look into getting one of those reusable Starbucks cups. If I buy one of the reusable Starbucks cups, I'll feel better about getting Starbucks anytime I get it, because I will not be throwing all of those non-recyclable containers away in the trash. So to sum it up, I am getting reusable shopping bags, a bamboo toothbrush, I'm getting metal straws, and I'm getting a Starbucks reusable cup. Okay, so I made it to Starbucks. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get one of the cold reusable drinks because, like I said, it's supposed to get warmer soon, and I really like iced coffee and the refreshers, and I think I'm gonna get a refresher while I'm in there. That's it right there. which one? Ice peach green tea lemonade, but can I get it in one of these guys?
Right now, but I'll write your names down on a list, and then when I get them in, you can come back and get one.
Okay.
But yeah, the regular straws can fit in there.
Gotcha, okay. Okay, so I don't know if you heard any of that in there, but basically they don't have the straws to these cups right now. They wrote my name down, and hopefully they said in the next week or so we could come back in and get them, and that's kind of a bummer, but also I just got metal straws. Yes, already. Right when I walk in. Silicone, oh, found metal ones. Stainless steel. Do I want straight ones or do I want bendy ones? I'm getting the metal ones because they're tall. There's 2 of them. It's not going to be rubbery going into my mouth, and they look like they're easy to clean, so that's what we're going to do. And they're $5.99, so it's not that bad. I hope these metal straws fit in this cup, otherwise it's going to kind of be pointless. This might be kind of gross not washing it beforehand, but you know, desperate. It fits! Desperate times call for desperate measures. Somebody just honked really hard. Good call on the metal straw. We're gonna go back inside and we're gonna try and find a bamboo toothbrush. Just some breaking news about the Starbucks cups. Literally 2 days after I bought this wonderful reusable Starbucks cup, Starbucks came out with a statement saying that they were not going to make drinks and put them in your reusable cups because they're trying to prevent the spread of coronavirus. So, until further notice, I will just be putting my own drinks in here. But just a fun little update for you. Bye. Yeah, I literally only see electric toothbrushes and plastic toothbrushes, which kind of sucks. Rats! I thought I watched some girl say that she could get them in Marshall's, but Marshall's is kind of far from where I live, and I don't have enough time to go there today, so I might just end up ordering them off of Amazon. What is up, guys? It is the next day. I just went to the gym. Don't mind me. So yesterday I went to the ShopRite, like closest to my house. The only reusable bags they had were Ravens bags. This might just be me being picky, but I really did not want Ravens reusable bags. So we're at the next closest ShopRite to my house, and we're gonna see if they have any other selections, and if not, I'm probably just gonna order them online with the bamboo toothbrush, or I will try and find them somewhere else. So let's go in there and see what's going on. 99 cents. Okay, so I made it out of the store, and I did end up getting 2 of these bags to start, and they were only 99 cents. A lot cheaper than I thought they were gonna be. After that clip of me in the store, there was a guy who had worked there that just stopped in his tracks and saw me with a camera out and was like, "Hi, how are you?" And I was like, "Good, how are you?" It was just kind of uncomfortable, so I just got in and out of there. I don't know if ShopRite has a camera policy, or he just has never seen somebody with a camera in a grocery store before, which, like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Thank you to you all for making it to the end of this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to start using these things to work toward a more economic-friendly life. If you guys have any other ideas of small things you can do to help the environment in your day-to-day life that I did not touch on, please feel free to talk about it in the comments below. I want this to be a very not hostile place where you guys can come suggest things. This is supposed to be a happy topic. If you guys have any ideas on what you want me to do next, please also leave them in the comment section below. I will be sure to read those. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Go out there and make a difference. You're doing awesome. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!